Princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. This is not the right window. What's going on here? Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Slay the princess, slay the princess. Content warnings! Just wanted to have this up here because the game so kindly does provide content warnings, and I wanted to share those just in case anybody watching this hasn't played Slay the Princess before, or otherwise is unaware of the contents therein, has not seen the content warnings. This is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, blacktabbygames.com, if you need a full list of content warnings. I happen to have the link to the content warnings right here. I should probably put that in the bot, but for now, we can get the content warnings from that link. Oh, Bubbas, right on time to be incredibly early. I have Horus47. Hello, hello. Got the content warnings there. If I were a wiser streamer, I would have put that in as a bot command. For now, I'll just have to have the link prepared. Oh, Bubbas. Our cat is he's an old deaf boy, and he is not always aware of the kippy feeders dispensing, and he has been demanding food early. Checking on a couple of things that I probably should have checked on before. Boop. Oh, Nightbot, thank you for remembering to hydrate and stretch. Hello, the lovely bunny. Cats do be pushy sometimes. Oh. Okay, so I have Horus47. Thank you especially for being here and also for getting me Slay the Princess. Everybody give a round applause, a warm round of applause, a warm welcome. Thank you. I have 47. I have Horus47. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fantastic. We're gonna be reading so much today, and I'm gonna nail it every time. You'll be able to replace the game's audio track. You'll be able to replace Johnny Sims with my reading, and it'll be flawless. You'll never know the difference. Okay, Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. I have the flickering image effect on. I may or may not turn it off, and I'll definitely turn it off if someone asks me to. I don't have health problems with flickering images, but sometimes sometimes flickeriness can cause me overstimulation. Whoops, I did not mean to go for it already. Oh well. There is a full list of content warnings that I provided a link to, and that I can provide a link to, and that I ought to real quick just how about I just put, let's see, add commands, content warnings. Oh, Bubbas, I may have to, step away or something to, bring Buddy to the kippy feeder so he can see that it has in fact dispensed. Again, if I were a wiser streamer, I probably would have taken care of that just before starting, but I was quite excited. Okay, so let's see how that works. Okay, I have a legendary voice actress in the making. Yes, that's exactly. This is going to be my my breakout. This is going to be how people come to know me as a. This is going to be the beginning of my career, and I'm going to skyrocket to the top. Just you watch. Okay, so there we go. There's a new command in Nightbot. Exclamation point CW, and that'll get you the content warnings. Let me see if that's probably just going to have to do it for now. Okay. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Feed the cat, then slay the princess. Yes, that's quite right. That's a wise advice you have given me there. Let's scale this up. Just a smudging. That's not what I wanted to have. Oh. Okay. Live adjustment. The overlay. Exciting stuff. Okay. Oh, Buddy has run off. I don't know if that means he has realized the feeder has dispensed due to activities of other members of the household. But, I'm just going to go double check on him either way real quick. We're at the menu screen, so that's going to be some lovely music. I'll be right back in just moments, just a moment. Hi, I'm back. Now I've unmuted as well. Thank you, lovely bunny. Love the monotone filter for this game, by the way. And yes, I love it as well. I think it's a fantastic style. And I also got just before the stream, I applied this this filter to my stuff. It's not perfect, but I think it'll do. And you can yeah, I also have it on the curtain, as I'm sure you've seen plenty of. Okay. Now. So excited. Okay. I'm going to try, obviously on theme, yes. I'm going to try not to spoil anything. I've seen numerous playthroughs of this game, and I'm excited. But in case anyone new is watching this, I'm going to try not to spoil anything, at least until after like my first run or so. After a certain point, I'll go ahead and go open on spoilers. Maybe I should probably do like a text overlay thing, but how could I not? I've seen a lot of the routes, but not the ending, so I don't know where the story goes, really. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited for you to see. I'm excited for you to know and to be aware of where the story goes, of where things go. Okay, okay. Oh, oh. I love the transitions for the idle screen. Into content warnings. Mission point content warning. Change the color. Creepy music played almost instantly when you left. Oh, beautiful. I love that. I love when things work out like that. Oh, buddy. I might end up having to... Well, no, I can't feed him too early. He's probably just going to be demanding. Unfortunately, I don't have a super bunch I can do about that. I've tried, like, bringing him up into my lap and petting him and stuff, but it does not seem to satisfy him. Okay. So, oh, that's definitely going to need to be in a different location. Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe, oh, there we go, there we go. This is really good music for editing and overlay, too. Maybe next time that I'm, in need of background music for editing and overlay, I'll have to get Slay the Princess up. Or, isn't there I think there's a pack that has the OST. Maybe someday I can get that. Ominous overlay editing. Okay, how's that look? How's that looking? Oh, okay, that's maybe it could be just ever so slightly lower. Okay, looking good, looking good. We're looking good here. And then I'll just tack on a spoiler warning to that whenever I get to whenever I get that far. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Let's go! Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, yay! I'm so excited to hear Johnny Sims. I'm so excited to make Johnny Sims scream. I'm popping a lozenge. Making Johnny Sims scream is one of the best. I don't remember these up here before. Did other streamers cut these out, or is that... Oh! Oh, they've modified the interface since the last time I looked. Oh. Oh, this is cool. So this is the history. Okay. And we have the save of the game. The game save. And we have the settings here. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Okay. Up in the woods.
You're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, wow. I finally get to be the one making these decisions. The end of the world? What are you talking about? You consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. You consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Yeah, maybe. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Revolution. I cannot speak French. My brain just keeps wanting that to be Spanish. It's not Spanish. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
The end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
It's a lot. That's a lot of everything being ended. How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
I'm not super convinced. Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Not like the worst of the killings that one could do, but in the scope of killings, like, you know, Viva la Revolution. Revolution. I can't. Live the revolution. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Yeah. That's definitely sunk ship fallacy. That is very convincing, you're right. We consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Yes, good. I like a pragmatic lens.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Gatai, Runmei, Moku,
Less
Shiroku.
course. You do your job and slay her.
So, wait. It'll fit better whenever I move it like this, whenever I move, or move it the same. Uchina music intensifies. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you for recognizing. Thank you for validating me. Thank you for enabling me. I wish I could remember the rest of the song. I remember how it sounds, but I don't remember the words. considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I get some sort of reward for this? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say... Oh, okay, sweet, I've always turn around and leave. Let's see... Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? I'm just gonna ask this.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much
Maybe.
than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
It's a fair point. Let someone else do this.
But I don't make the rules.
Or a narrator. You don't make the rules.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Alright.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so what if I say, forget it, I'm not doing this?
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Nuh-uh.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I forgot to read it. I asked, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Just one moment. Alright. Sorry about that. Had a medication delivery. Okay. Right, I had asked, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Nuh-uh, ahaha, counterpoint, thank you everyone, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end, he says.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I mean, I don't think I'm one of those. But, you know, I don't think I'm not one of those. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job? Do I get a good prize for being a good girl?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Oh wow, that sounds very convincing. Okay, I think for now I'll go ahead and say that I'm a little bit convinced. That's, yeah, no, sounds like BS to me. I don't know, I think, I mean, if it's going to be better than my wildest imagination, then it makes sense that it would be both a secret and a surprise, and special. Like, these things all add up. I think if it was just special, or just secret, or just better than my wildest imagination, it would be kind of sus, but when you put all three of those together, it makes sense. It makes sense. Narrator-san is being a sussy baka. No. No, what are you talking about? Narrator-san is completely trustworthy. Okay, look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Well, narrator, my.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Little did you know, narrator, that I'm quite familiar with webs. I don't know if you noticed. I mean, I probably don't look the same in Slay the Princess as I do outside of Slay the Princess, but you may have noticed that I'm not unfamiliar with webs. I'm not it wouldn't be my first rodeo with a sticky lasso. Let's say that. The harder it will be to pull yourself out. Anya. Oh, I said yesterday that I was almost done with watching Spy Family. Little did I know, I was almost done with watching the first cour of Spy Family, and that there was still cours 2 through 10 to go or whatever. So, yeah, I'm done with starting watching Spy Family, and then I get to continue with continuing watching Spy Family. But Anya's Anya's face. I can't really do it quite right with this model, but it's the best I can do. Maybe. No, side. There we go. Someone can clip that and call it Anya or Anya Heh or something. I can only trust him as far as I can throw him, and I'm not a ventriloquist. Man is non-corporal, can't throw him. Oh, that sounds like a challenge. You make your way up the short path to the cabin, he said. You'll find the princess within, he said. Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Right. That is the conventional hero. A voice inside of my head.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Gladly. Okay, yeah. Sure. No, you're right. Proceed into the cabin. Going to the cabin. Going to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh. Yeah, I just realized something. I'm just all kinds of off my game today, and yet feel so on my game. Okay. Alright, switch up to this. And then, okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hello, Tripulated! Welcome! Oh, I'm so excited for you to be here. By the way, Tripulated, content warnings and exclamation point CW there. I've just started. We've just had like a whole spiel with the narrator, convincing us that it is good to slay the princess. in that it is indeed true that if the princess is not slain, the world will end. I was wondering how far into it you were already. Not too far. I spent plenty of time shitting around and fucking about and futzing with things and generally running the narrator through the ringer right off the bat. I'm glad I'm not too late. I'm glad you're not too late as well. Alright, 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 alright. This is the big one. This is the big, like, fence post that I've been sitting on. Should I take the blade, or should I enter the basement without the blade? I listened to a Magnus Archives earlier, and it was one of the more gruesome episodes. So it left me in a mood where I'm like, maybe I should take the blade. But, am I a killer? Well, I mean, that's a good question. If I am a killer, I will probably take the blade, but because I don't take the blade doesn't mean, or rather, just because I take the blade doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a killer. Maybe I'm a non-killer and I take the blade for non-killing purposes. Maybe I just want to maybe I just want to disarm her or something. But in a non-lethal way. Maybe I'm a technical pacifist or something. I don't know, or whatever the terms for pacifist were. Disarm AO or A. Disarm. Blades can be tools. Blades can be tools. I think we're leaning towards blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Maybe you kill her with a savage diss track under your sleeve? What if I have a blade and a savage diss track under my sleeve, and I just absolutely slaughter her in every conceivable way? Maybe, just to make sure, taking her arms I think might be more savage than just killing her. I didn't say I was going to take her arms, I said I was going to disarm her, which may include taking her arms, but also may not include taking her arms. I can neither confirm nor deny the amount of arm removal that will be occurring presently, soon, immediately. Synonyms. It's time to enter the basement. You've got nowhere else to go. Destroy her with your mad vegetable chopping skills.
Creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Princess really lives her? If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Oh my gosh. This phrase lives in my head rent-free. I might actually be paying it to live in my head. I'm not sure. I'm confused by my relationship with this phrase at this point. Okay. Yeah, my mad vegetable chopping skills will be so useful for chopping through bones and meat. How is the game's audio, by the way? Is the music audible? Is Johnny's voice audible? How is it compared to my voice? Etc., etc. Let me know if I should adjust anything. There are adjustments I can make. The voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, why don't I remember the voice actress's name? I love the voicing. I love her voicing. It's the line, "The blade is your implement," that lives in my head rent-free. Oh, that's also a good one. Oh my gosh. What is the It's okay. No, this is bothering me now. Is there no, they don't have credits. Nicole Goodnight. Wow, Goodnight does not sound. It just that Goodnight just does not register in my brain as a last name. But yeah, Nicole Goodnight. Thank you so much. Thank you for saving me from going to look it up.
She sounds dangerous.
Nicole and Johnny.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Honestly, I often feel like I relate more to the princess than to the protagonist, but it's not clear cut. It's not super clear cut.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just walk down in here like, hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
The chain. Right. This is so, like, iconic. We have the broken chain and then the chain that's, it's so good. Ooh, the riz on her. Yeah.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
It's because she's coldly beautiful.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, not necessarily. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. I haven't decided yet. I think that just because I countered the narrator with nuh-uh earlier, I need to also say nuh-uh here. I need to do this.
Then
Nuh-uh.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it or tighten my grip. What if I want to, like, hold it loosely but still keep it around? What if I want to take like a relaxed, like, sort of lazy knife holding posture? Kind of let it, like, dangle in my fingertips. Just feel like, you know. Sure, let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Yeah, that's right, Johnny. That's what happens.
thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Maybe.
Against your better
Ooh.
judgment, you step forward to
Wow.
speak with the princess face to face.
Wow.
Armed. We'll be fine.
Oh, heck. I'm so twitchy with the mouse button. Let me just, okay. Right, I'm thinking about maybe now we can just talk. Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. Heck yeah. Big eyes. Big eyes. Big princess eyes. Look at those orbits. Look at that Venn diagram of eyeball. I love it. Them some shoujo anime eyes. Oh, I cannot wait.
Don't know
Okay.
what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I mean, it's fairly awkward, but I wouldn't say it's not the worst. It's not the most awkward. Yeah, it's pretty. No, that's the opposite of what I just said. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? Excuse me, ma'am. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say in your defense? What's your name? How long have you been down here? You know why I'm here to kill you. Okay, we've talked enough. So, what's your name? I did come to her with the knife, to be honest. I mean, yes, but again, there's worse ways to encounter someone, you know?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay. I feel the scales of fate are tipping towards kill. Just a little bit.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
So, awkward. I'm here to end you. Sorry. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Yeah, that's a
Again,
fair
she
answer.
offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Well, okay, narrator. Let's say you've been locked down here without any kind of, like, time measurement system. You just have, like, the faint light of the windows, question mark, above you. So you're just sitting here in mind-numbing nothingness for an inordinate amount of time. Maybe you're just tired of everything. Maybe enough is enough. Oh. But you'll get a gay answer. Sorry, I have Horus 47. I thought I had turned down or turned off Nightbot's settings with all caps. Just a moment. At the very least, could add Horus 7 as a regular, and that should give you some things. And wow, okay. Apparently I did not modify that at all. I'm going to disable the excess caps, and we'll see how that goes. Oh wait, I can change the exempt user level to regular. Okay, so I've made it so that regulars are exempt from the excess caps, and I've turned that up a bit, so okay. Okay. It's okay. It's something I've been meaning to adjust. It's come up before. I haven't had problems with people being all caps, and I have had problems with friends getting their messages deleted because they're having fun. It works. Again, she offers no specifics. Okay. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
I'm just telling her it. What are you gonna do about it, narrator?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
That's a fair answer. Like, if I'd been down here, I also would have been like, I think I like the world, you know? Like, if I were in her position...
To be honest, I've been down here a long time.
Yeah.
Just how long has she been down here?
I think so far the only thing that's,
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Well, you know. I don't... I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking around. The only thing that's really giving me, like, maybe I should kill her vibes is the you can refer to me as Your Majesty vibes sort of thing. You can refer to me as Your Majesty. That line that she said. I'm just like, okay, okay. But even that's, like, not entirely unfair, you know? It's not like super... Like, I can see myself being like that in her situation. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? What you tell me? No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to them. I'm gonna sit on the fence for just a little bit longer. I was hoping you'd tell me.
The world seems like an awful lot for just one person.
What about the eyes looking at you now?
I wouldn't even know where to start.
You can refer to me as Your Majesty. Okay, time to die. Alright, okay, alright, you get the knife.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Now that's a very sound argument, narrator. Though not knowing how to destroy the world certainly does push things in the favor of her not being capable of it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Subjugating monarch, she does have some subjugating going on. Relationship, are you coming on to me? How'd I get you out of here? Okay, we talked enough. This has now come up too much for me to be able to resist the temptation. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people looking at each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
She just has a bit of authoritative mommy energy. You're right, Bunny. Bunny, you're absolutely right. I shouldn't begrudge her that. Though she has been giving us some gay answers. So maybe... How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Good knife, good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
However, the fact that she would outright tell us that we can't trust her makes me trust her. Ooh. That's very true. Like, you generally expect someone who is trying to deceive you to be attempting to win your trust. So saying that you can't trust her does make her more trustworthy. That could also be a ploy, but that's a lot less likely than if she was outright trying to get us to trust her. I'm just vibing with this game so hard. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Let's get her out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Not at all, narrator.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
This is the second time that he's mentioned our imagination. And him saying something in terms of, like, the way he's using the words, he's dictating what we are capable of imagining. Keep that in mind. Take note of that.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Oh, it could be somewhere upstairs.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
But they could have. It's not impossible. Isn't the key? Do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying somewhere up there. Maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I feel like going upstairs to check for the key is the next natural course of action, and asking if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas, would come after, if we discover that there isn't a key.
I'll be here.
You
I'll
attempt to
be
make your way
here.
out of the basement, but
enough
the
of
door at
that.
the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey! Who turned off the hey! Let me out of here! Oh wow, great note about imagination. Thank you, Q-Cowd. So, yeah, Q-Cowd. I'm gonna... unless you correct me, that's how I'm gonna do that. Thank you. I have played this game before, and I'm trying so hard not to spoil... Sorry, played this game before? I have seen several playthroughs of this game. This is my first time getting to actually play it. I'm trying not to spoil it in case someone new is watching. I could not hold myself back from making a note about the imagination statements, though. And it just stuck out to me so much. I couldn't not comment on it. Hey, let me out of here!
Pleas are met with silence.
I need to get better about clicking after I've said my quip.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Ooh, scary. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I don't know how that came across. I've never tried to record me hitting my desk before. Guess I'll find out about that later.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
What if I don't wanna? Nuh-uh! My first run is going to be my nuh-uh run.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Narrator, I don't make the rules, proceeds to bend the rules.
I heard the
That
door
is so his
slam.
vibe.
They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Narrator is the rules. Narrator makes the rules, doesn't make the rules, bends the rules, doesn't break the rules, twist it, bop it, turn it, slap it, buck it. That's how that toy
Pick it up
goes,
and
right?
Cut me out of here.
The knife, pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, I kind of... Nuh-uh. Oh my god. You won't like what happens if you do that. Nuh-uh.
Against your better judgment, you place the
Look at her
blade
big
against the princess's
eyes.
arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
She's being so good. She's holding still and holding her arm up.
You cut into her flesh.
She really has those owo eyes. You're disarming her. You're right, tribulated. I'm... Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh! Oh, I love how the knife is bloody now. Look at... Well, she's looking at the bloody knife. It's a bloody knife now. The red.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Yeah, she's not disarmed. It's still a stub. See? She's got a stub of the arm. It's not.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Well, yeah, she's being good. She's being very good.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. Her
Okay,
fierce
partially
gaze
disarmed.
meeting your eye.
Agree to disagree.
How is she so composed after losing an arm?
She's in
She
shock.
wasn't even
Yeah.
bothered by it.
You said unhand me, and you did. She's in shock. She needs a blanket. I'm gonna get this girl a blanket and some cocoa.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Now let's get out of here. Approach the locked
No,
door.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Ooh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Wow. Narrator saying nuh-uh. Well, you know what? I say nuh-uh.
Stop that.
Nuh-uh.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Yes. Because she's a BAMF.
Stop it. Stop
Bamf says.
resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. Nuh-uh,
The
nuh-uh.
blade. Move the blade.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, she's so good. She's good at that.
I'll make this quick.
Oh,
She
thank
steps
you.
forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Thank you. I'd really appreciate that if this was quick.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Expediency is something that should be valued, after all.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
She's so pretty. What's with your nails? Huh? They're fine. That's what they're supposed to look like. Those are just normal nails. What are you talking about? Yeah, okay. You're a bird. You're a bird in this game.
Her face
Just a normal
remains
human hand.
unchanged
It's
as
not
she
a normal
watches you
human
crouch
hand, it's
to
a
the
normal bird
ground,
hand.
blood flowing from your butchered neck.
So bad about talking over the good voicing.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Rip. Ripperoni. Ripperoni pepperoni. Chapter 2. The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Oh, tribulated.
is a cabin.
Now I can show
In
you.
the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Love this remix. Yeah. Fucking beats. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have all those options. Dang. I can only... Okay, well, we'll get there. Did expect this to be your first route. Did. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. Okay, no. Nuh-uh.
You start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
You
There's
know,
got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
you know what? Hydrate and stretch. Yes. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, lovely bunny. Hydrate and stretch. Ooh. Oh. It'd be so bad if I had to stand up and move my body around. That'd be just the worst. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I was kind of hoping that I would get contrarian for Nuh-uh, but to be fair, I didn't commit to Nuh-uh hard enough until later on. And I did do a bunch of skeptic things, so this makes sense. This makes sense. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Kind of wish. I wish that this game had mod support. It'd probably be a lot of work, but I would love to be able to do a gender swap on the main character.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Nobody cares, narrator.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how
That would be fun,
catastrophically
yeah.
dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
It would be a huge undertaking for this game, but it would be fun. Explorer, let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do. Which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did
Nuh-uh.
you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
No.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
I love that, so I love seeing the two of you, and then the three of you, and now the four of us. I can't wait for that number to increment more.
You're talking in circles.
Love a number go up.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Alright, time for the ultimate nuh-uh. Turn around and leave.
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Gaslighting at its finest. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just
Facts and
quietly
circles.
continue down the path away from the cabin.
The binary genders, facts and circles.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
That is strange. Wow. Well, if that conveniently leads to the cabin, then I can conveniently turn around and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation.
Oh. This right mouse button does that. Dang. Okay. I interrupted the voice again. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. The NATO is like a fed-up railroady DM. Yeah. This is a DM who was grumpy before the session even started. The Nader. In one particular word. Perfect read. Yes, thank you, the Nader.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh, fancy that. It turns out the narrator can fuck right off. Wow. Look at that.
What's going on? Where are we?
We're not there. That's the important part.
Did we do this?
Nah.
Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Oh my gosh. Little hiding owl, Hello. Hello, little hiding owl. I knew immediately. Yeah, I'm just gonna disable the excess caps filter. I'm going to disable the excess caps filter. It's been nothing but trouble so far. I can turn it back on in such a time as I feel like it is necessary. Okay, a little hiding owl now on the regulars list as well. And the caps. So many hoops to jump through. Which hoops are you referring to? Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever no world to end? Nuh-uh. This game gives Bandersnatch vibes. You verify my account and be allowed to chat, haha. Oh. Oh, my apologies. I didn't think that, you... Oh, I see. Did you, you not have a, well, we can talk about that later. That's not important. That's not important. I'm glad that you're here. That's the important part. Bandersnatch vibes. Bandersnatch. Bandersatch? Well, Balderatch. Sanderbatch. Bandersnatch sounds familiar. Where have I heard that before? Outside of the, Black Mirror. Yeah, that's one. That is a show that happened, at a time. I have not seen Black Mirror, but gosh, have I heard of it. I don't think I've seen Black Mirror. I may have seen, like, an... or part of a Black Mirror? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah. Oh, that's like... I feel like that was... Oh, my brain. I feel like that was mentioned at one point in relation to, something that I was looking at. It is the Choose Your Own Adventure episode. Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay. Benzene Cabbage Patch. I thought it was a reference to Benzene Cabbage Patch. I have even less of an idea of that one. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a texture of nothingness. It is quiet. Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch! Yeah. There is a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh, hello! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. I mean, this doesn't seem too bad. I don't know if I'd call this a nightmare. Let's just, I don't know. It seems like whoever this is could use some comfort, so let's maybe embrace them. Let's give them a hug. Let's give them a hug. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It's the only way for us to escape this place. Force, pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. The world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. I mean, I'm a spider. I could make more thread.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
Achievements.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So that was my run. Your stream isn't done yet, try again. Now I feel like narrator wants the princess as a vessel for himself. Oh. Huh. I mean, you can weave a new reality. I mean, I am nothing if not persistent. If I'm given the time and the resources, I'm sure I could get up to something. You're belated. What makes you say that? Just curious. You're on a path with the foot.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I'm getting a bit hot, and I need something. I'll be right back real quick. I think this is a decent, like, pausing point, considering that, yeah, we just finished a run, so. Based upon that ending, something trying to use you as a vessel but couldn't. So, if it's the narrator, it will be read in Johnny Sims' voice. If it's not in Johnny Sims' voice, it's not the narrator. I read that ending portion. My best guess for the story is that the princess and hero fell in love, but the hero wasn't meant to be the hero in the story, so the narrator is trying to make things right for the story. That's a good guess. Makes me think the narrator is an entity using you to empty the princess body of its soul. Okay, I'll be right back. Real quick. So quick. I'm back. I'm back and ready to rack. Something about how Johnny reads the first line makes it so that part never feels old. Yeah, it has like the perfect amount of like just a bit of drama to it, but it's subdued enough that it doesn't feel like it's gonna get overplayed. It's very good. Spiders are good at weaving reality. I have, you know, I don't wanna toot any horns or anything. I don't wanna blow anything out of proportion, but like, you know, it may have been one or a dozen things that I've done before in the past. Who knows? I mean, possibly. Might not be. Okay. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting Tab on your keyboard, or R1 on your controller. You're here to slay her. Don't, it will be the end of the world. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. How do I get the, there was something. There's a specific, like, a particular set of options that you can choose to get, a certain special item from the narrator. And I'm trying to remember how to do that. Let's start with the end of the world. What are you talking about?
About the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? Or, if you don't tell me why she is dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Oh, okay. Consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up. Can someone else do this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't
Yeah.
mention it. It's all part of the job.
I love that that's his response.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, alright, okay. We did the blade last time. I'm done. I'm over Blade. Blade was a phase. This is the real me now. I'm going to enter the basement without the blade. I'm going in bare.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Oh,
Voice
goodness.
softly carries up the stairs.
Oh, narrator.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Hello? I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh my god.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
A hello mod would also be incredible. Oh my gosh, imagine. Funny story, I think I'm here to slay you? Question mark?
You must have the wrong address.
Oh shit, I don't remember that one. Oh, you must have the wrong address. Wow, that's very good. Wow. Okay, that's good.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Nice job breaking it, hero. Oh my gosh, GLaDOS as the narrator would be incredible as well.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Beauty is... it's part of the threat.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
I am begging you. Narrator's like, please, stop thirsting.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Then beg. Yes. But sir, my wife. Yeah, you know what, I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
No, I don't think it's gonna be easier to get her out of here if she's still in chains, narrator.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, I don't think that, I don't think that getting her out of the chains starts by leaving the chains. I need to... No, listen, I know what I'm doing. I've done some
You're doing the right
chains
thing.
before. I've done some chains before.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Or would they? Or would they? If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Good luck.
You
Thanks.
attempt to make your way out
Thank
of the
you.
basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock slipping into place.
Rude. Wow, that's very rude. You're not supposed to lock the door if someone's still in there. What if they get stuck down there? Hey, I'm down here. Did you not know that there's...
Pleas are met with silence.
Oh,
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
nuh-uh. No, this isn't the nuh-uh run. We've already done nuh-uh. I'm not gonna nuh-uh again. I'm freeing the princess. I'm not entering nuh-uh mode. Try the door.
But it's locked from the outside.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
You're very hands-on for a narrator, buddy. Yeah, like, he's just an actual physical hand shy of being unnarratoristically hands-on.
Easier for whom?
For whom is it easier?
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
It doesn't look very messy in here. I gotta be honest. Like, maybe a little bit dusty, maybe a little bit damp, or dank, or cave-y. But I wouldn't call it messy. It's actually in terms of messiness, I would call this austere, or barren even. Like, there is nothing. There is no mess to be had. There's nothing for mess.
They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Nom,
before
nom,
raising
nom.
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Num 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 num. Oh, I should have remembered. I should have known. I totally forgot that going this route is just as gruesome as the other knife route, and when I got in a gruesome mood from that Magnus Archives episode, they really shouldn't have pushed me knife or not knife.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Oh, hey, thanks.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Why wouldn't I? I mean, it's gotta be easier than this.
Fine.
It's gotta be easier than just chewing through it, bare tooth,
Against your better judgment,
tooth-balling it.
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I mean, it is a dungeon. That face, man, I've been there. Sometimes you just get a mood where you're like, yeah, I could chew myself out of this. That's just where I'm at today. Love that owl face.
You cut into her flesh.
For a moment, I thought he said something very different. Okay.
The blade is sharp,
whoa.
and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No. She's a good girl. She's very good at this.
She didn't.
She's had a lot of
She
practice.
smiles softly as her gaze meets
Oh,
yours.
look at her.
Blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
She's so adorable.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Oh. Let's approach the locked door together.
No,
Together.
have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body slips
Classic.
forward and raises the blade.
Classic narrator.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Rupa. Warn her. I'm not going to stop this, actually.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Look at those eyes. Narrator, nuh-uh. The not being able to feel pain is supposed to make you suspect her of not being human, but she could have a curse or something. It also could be that she's not human, but not being human is okay. Just because someone looks human doesn't mean that they are, you know? You can't just judge someone based off of that. The book can't be judged on someone's... Hey someone, you're a book. And I know that your cover isn't necessarily indicative of what's inside of you. It's the pages that count.
Stop it.
Nailed it.
Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Roll 1d20. Make me.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Take it.
We both know this isn't you.
Let's do it quick. Girl, we have to do it quick. Let's have a quickie.
She reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Yeah, it is so infuriating that I can't drop the knife myself and that we have to make her do this. It's aggravating.
Sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges
It's okay.
it into your chest,
I trust you.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oof.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, this is such a good face. It's so good. Look at this good face. And the blood splatter, oh. Eek.
Stay strong.
Such
Keep it
moe.
until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She
Worse.
sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Princess rolls a critical fail on murdering you. It's a failure, alright. I'm hesitant to call this a critical failure. I feel like if you rolled a critical failure, the narrator would do something with that. I don't think this is I think she's doing her best, you know? I think she actually rolled pretty good. She just doesn't have good modifiers. No, she's not a critical failure. She just doesn't have good modifiers.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, you'll get there. Anyway. Not a crit fail on murder, but a crit fail on a merciful kill. I'll give you that. Oh no. She's doing such a bad job of stabbing me. Anyway.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does
Weather
she?
tonight is looking good.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
She's getting important life skills here. I'm so proud of her.
Sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
New trauma unlocked for the princess? Yeah. It could have gone better, but, you know, we do the best with what we got. It's okay, sweetie. Next time you do this, it'll be easier.
It can't just end like this, right?
No.
That's rich coming from you.
Oh,
As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
oh,
The two of you
sweetie.
made your choice. It's over.
Oh. Look at those adorable Moe eyes and that adorable blood running with the tears running with the blood. Goals after. This is what a good night looks like at the end.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
This is how I want every night with the princess to turn out when we're living together. Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, she is.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Spinny, please calm down. I will not. I refuse. Listen, I put sexual themes and violence labels on. I'll be unhinged if I want to. You can't stop me. But I died. What am I doing? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your pricks. I feel like whatever this persona I'm playing right now is, I would just be like, oh, okay, here we go. Guess I'll do this now.
A warning before you go any further.
It would have been fun if the narrator, like, had a bit of a stumble, like, wait, weren't you going to... Are you gonna say something? Are we just gonna... Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If only you knew what you did to us, you
Understandable, have a good
villain.
stream. If only what you knew what you did to us, you villain. Oh, smitten. Smitten my kitten. Ignore the narrator route? I think I just have a mission.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything.
Smitten my What? Why is Smitten your nemesis?
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he's
narrator, keep
sound
up.
of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Smitten is so funny. Oh, Smitten is just absolutely adorable.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
No!
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
I will not keep quiet. Quiet is what I will not keep. All of the quiets will be let go. Voice of the smitten, more like voice of the simp. I would love that
The
mod.
interior of the cabin
Just
is
change.
clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'm keeping track of these mod ideas. I would love a mod that just changes Smitten to simp and does nothing else. Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hey, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
100% a mirror.
There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Oh, yes, princess, join us, please. Join us, please, and tell us about the mirror.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I'm going to look at myself once, see how handsome I am, it doesn't matter. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? Okay, what's the... no, I've got a mission. I need to, Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The first few times, I thought it was some kind of mistake, but now I'm really appreciating how high resolution and clean the mirror was compared to the background being somewhat lower resolution. I like that. I think it's actually a good effect. Spinny, why are you rubbing the wall? It's a good wall. This is a good wall. Have you ever just pressed your hand against the wall and been like, dang, this wall feels like if I press too much weight into it, it'll just absolutely collapse. But when you find a good wall, that will not just collapse if you push on it too hard, you wanna just oh, it's a good wall. Spider Pete's nice. Oh, that would be a good mod. I would love that.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
It would be ideal if we could get our feathers in a row. But that's okay. The important part is freeing her. I wonder if we'll need the blade to free. Maybe I should grab the blade just in case. Just in case we need it to free her. I didn't show up with the blade last time. What if she gets confused? Choices. I think it'll be better to have the blade and to just know where it is so that it can't get thrown down at me. It'll be a good tool to have. Yeah. Let's grab the blade
from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, whatever, buddy.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
That's good. That's very good. That's very good, Smitten.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge.
The voices are so good in this game that, in this case, the voice of the hero and the voice of the Smitten and etc. They're done so well.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
It is welcoming.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
We need that as a, maybe someday I'll get that as a, If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Yeah, I'll get a cut of one of those. And someday when I'm affiliate, that'll be one of the fucking redeems.
A soft voice
God.
carries up the stairs.
Softly carry me a voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello? Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think we're in love.
Spitten is just absolutely adorable. Just precious. Oh,
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
I mean, technically, yes. But, as an expression, I appreciate it.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
She's so good at it. She's so
Walk
good at
downstairs and
charming,
lock
isn't
eyes
she?
with the princess. There's a
at
heavy
that.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Look at this style change. The princess style change. Oh, it's so good.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Like, to be real, that's like one of the best narrator responses in this. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right. That's very good. That's very
It's
good.
you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Fear not. Post haste, balderdash, and other such romantic words of dashing and bravery.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Yes, such dashing. Ah, Spittin' Kitten. I just want to give Spittin' a head pat. Spittin' just makes me want to give a head pat. Real talk. I don't like receiving head pats very much myself. I've got like a head thing, an autistic head nerve thing where like someone touching my scalp just like it's a super no-no thing. But giving people head pats is quite nice, and I love how I can affect someone by giving them a head pat. So if I ever get to having redeems, something I want to do is giving a redeem for a head pat, but instead of me getting a head pat, I give chat a head pat. I think that would be fun.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Yes, I have been here before. However did you guess?
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
That technically, I mean, it was a kill of necessity.
Only because
She
you
got some good
didn't try to
practice
kill
in.
her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Yeah, she was just practicing some important butchery skills. She was doing some good learning for those skills that she learned will be integral for our cottage home getaway in the outskirts of the civilization. When we're living in a cottage, our cottagecore lifestyle. Carving meat from bones is integral to self-sustenance if you're going to include meat in your diet in an independent living arrangement.
And you've died
something.
before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What
Omega
matters
Jazzio, what's
is you
good?
have a chance to do it right this time.
The princess is good. That's what's good. The princess is so good. She's such a good girl. I just want to give her head pats with the knife. Knife head pats.
Well,
Yeah.
Damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Wow. Our love is worth a whole world.
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
What have I seen so far? Well, I have watched many playthroughs of this game, but this is my first time actually playing it. I also do not want to spoil anything for anyone who's watching just yet, but after I get through my first run, then I'll open up for being more spoilerly. Speaking of which, I should pick up the pace. I'm already like 2 hours in, and I gotta go. I'm sure this will have a lovely, happy ending, and nothing bad happens to anyone. Thank you, little hiding owl. I hope you have a lovely evening.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Honey lemon ginger tea. Oh. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Oh. So, Smitten Kitten. So adorable. I cannot say it enough. We never saw a world end. Yeah, we never saw... Not only was there no world ending, not only did not a world end, but even if it did end, it would be worth it, because that's just how good love is.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
What job? I'm not employed. I'm just here to rescue a princess. Because I like her. I like her style. I like her artistic style. I like this cute, moe-ass, angular, art rendering of the princess. She's fucking adorable. Oh, no. That's not... You out again? I really didn't care for that last time. What happened after I died? I asked. Let's just say, what happened after I died? Just continue the conversation.
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh, okay, thanks. Oh, that clears it up, thank you. Wow. No, that's fine. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
She's a princess, yeah. Princess. That's her name.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yay! Just doing our best.
Stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
No, it's actually I'm feeling very settled now, as it turns out.
That's because she's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Smitten Kitten.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Ooh, there's no one else like me.
Right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Well, I also would like that better, but it's okay if she does too. We all have little voices saying horrid things, trying to drive us to violence sometimes. Everyone goes through that in some part of their lives, where they have a horrid voice in their head, driving their nuts. Told me last time I heard that. I have to cut you out again. I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as we're keeping our options open.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists.
I mean,
indeed, we won't even have to.
Probably.
Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
I mean, they are fairly dainty, but it's okay if they have, enough meat that they can't just slip out. That's fine, too.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Yeah, you are. Voice of the hero, you're alone now. You're now in the narrator corner.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Well, I hope she's not stoic, but sure, I think I know what you're getting at.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and
Hey, listen, just because she's a monster doesn't mean she's not to be trusted. Okay? It's okay not to be human. Let's rescue the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
You'll what?
take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Aggressive head pats for Smitten. What a good kitten.
You wouldn't.
I'm not gonna get tired of that.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We're doomed! Okay, sorry, I have to take a super quick break. I'll be right back. I just gotta go feed the cats. And then we'll get right back to this. Okay, I am back. We're back. I hope you all had a good little break, had some hydration and some stretching, perhaps. I know I sure did. I'm starting to think that you're a different person in each iteration, and when you move to the next, you keep your past self that failed last time as one of these voices, which would mean that the hero came before you. Those are some good thoughts and observations. I like those thoughts and observations. That's very good. Welcome back. Thank you. I have Horus47. Okay, so we're approaching the princess and gingerly sliding her hand from her bindings. Which shouldn't have worked, but damn, it sure did. Maybe I should mute the narrator and start reading the lines like that.
I can't believe it, but I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Alright, Smitten. Just adorable Smitten.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for not trying to kill me this time. Thank you so much. Oh, it's so adorable. I love that.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Oh yeah, joy. Joyful embraces.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
I know, isn't it great? It's so gay. We're hugging with a knife.
Is that a threat?
Hey, do not hug. Okay, real talk, do not hug people while holding a knife. Like, if at all possible, please put the knife down before hugging someone.
You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
Ooh, I'm going to regret this. Big scary narrator.
What do we do now?
I don't know, what do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
You're so right, Smitten. Like, he... Maybe a bit dramatic, but absolutely correct.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Wow.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep
So
reflection.
adorable. He is with a capital H. The Smitten considers the narrator to be a god. There certainly seems to be an implication there.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Must be something you do want in the world. I just want to leave. We can figure it out. I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Style change! Style change! Oh, the music changed too.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Oh, I love this. Oh, this is so good. This is so good.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Oh, the shoujo intensifies. Oh, it's so... Oh, look at the hands. Oh my gosh, and the fucking arm, the style. Oh, I love how, like, it's so good.
Broken? What's going on?
No, she's fixed. This is perfect.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
There must be something you want. want to make you unhappy? Oh, wow. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one before. But that's tempting. But I want to see how far the style change goes. I don't remember. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Yes! Oh my god. Oh! And the hand... Oh! Oh, the hand style sure changed. That is, those are some different hands. Oh, the cheeks. Oh, look at how far that cheek goes. This is flawless. This is art.
Isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
It couldn't be more right, Hero.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to act like it's a big deal. She's just really sweet. She's just absolutely adorable. I want something more than just making me happy, but you need your own thing. You have to want something more than just making me happy. You need your own thing. You can't base your entire happiness around it. More than just making me happy.
I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Yay! Oh, the shading style and the hands are behind her back now, and the mouth is it's so good.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
No. She's real. Look at this. She's real. She's so real. Oh, there it goes. She's so real. She yeeted away. We don't get the chance to ask another question. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Looking for her. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Oh, you sweet summer songbird. The narrator is gone.
Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished.
Let's approach them. Well, I might as well get this other explorer out of the way. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. I don't know where to go, if we would go. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
We go.
I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure it's fine. You'll see.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
You don't have to listen to the voices in the head all the time. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. The mirror remains. Time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, I like these feathers. I like these feathers. We are at the cabin. Roger. We recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
I can't claim that I was that scared. I just thought you needed a hug. Oop. What are you? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Oh, do you know the narrator? The narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
I love that we're having this meeting while she's in this particular princess, the sketchy, like, flat uber shoujo style.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Perhaps. How many more pieces of you do I have to find? How much will I forget? Aren't you scared that I'll kill you? Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, okay. Everything goes dark, and you die. Good run. Alright. Bring the deconstructed damsel to
You're
her.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Chat, what should we do this time? I'm considering...
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
considering either doing a complete, like a map break run, or an just like a absolutely, like, try to break the game kind of run, or doing a run with I was talking to my partner last time. Did you just try killing her outright? I did not try killing her outright. I could try that. The other thing that I was considering was a run of, I guess sort of imagining if I were the princess and then chat was playing. I don't know. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Killing the princess seems kind of... Can someone else do this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Let's, you know what? Let's do... I know it. Let's do a run. Let's do a run where we want to kill the princess, but not because of the narrator. We're here to kill the princess because we like killing the princess, but we're not going to cooperate with the narrator otherwise. So let's, Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, whatever you say,
You
narrator.
make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, proceed into the cabin. We're gonna slay a princess. We're gonna slay a princess. Slay the princess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Shut up, narrator. I'm taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason.
No, I'm not listening to anything.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Ooh.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Okay. And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? What? No, okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. Steal your nerves and step forward. No, I'm like running forward.
Your grip on the blade
We're-
tightening as you steal yours.
Fuck it, we ball. We're going into the fucking slay a princess. We're here to slay as many princesses as possible.
Oh?
We're gonna slay so many... This baby can fit so many slain
What makes you
princesses.
think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I wonder if I can unnerve the narrator by how eager I am to slay princesses.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
She is unarmed, huh? Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Woo! Yellow! Yellow, we slay! Fuck it, we slay!
Easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Oh!
this is it, isn't it?
Oh, fuck.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do
Well,
you
that was fun.
actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I mean, seems like it.
She's convinced she can't die.
Sure.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Alright, narrator, where's the next
It's
one?
over. Really over.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yes.
Give me the next one.
Exactly. It's over.
Where's the next princess?
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Oh, fuck.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Ooh,
Instead,
twist.
what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Okay, I need to hop out.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
No, I'm not happy. I'm a princess slaying machine, and you've only given me one princess. I can't sit here not slaying princesses. Have you lost it? That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
It's not best for me. I'm a princess slaying
Time
machine.
passes. You can't be sure if it's days or
I've got a
months
knife.
or years or even decades. It's
No.
all a wonderful,
No.
boring blur.
No, 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 no.
You've never...
No.
We're not just going to stay here forever.
Not even a
right?
little bit. Yeah, how the heck do we get out of here? Hell no.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Alright, I'm listening.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
I'm listening.
He's
I
right. It's the only way out.
I do like using a blade.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Oh my gosh.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I dare. Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
You ingrate, grandpa narrator.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
I don't feel like I would have waited that long, but okay, fine. Immersion break, why don't you?
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I would have come here. I would have come down here to do this while it was still warm.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Let's go!
Nice knowing you.
Isekai! Isekai New World!
You're on a path in the woods.
Chapter
And at
2 The
end of that
Spectre.
path
Got to read
is a
that.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Chat, I might need you to say something now and then, just to remind me that I am indeed supposed to, like, read things out loud for y'all, that I'm not just here, like, ready to fucking rumble with any princess that I come across. Let's see. Yeah, no, this all makes sense. Proceed to the cabin. Looking for the next princess.
A warning before you go any further.
No, I'm
She will
good.
lie, she will cheat, and she will do. She won't
Yep.
be a problem.
She won't be a problem. This is true. I don't think Abby and Johnny and the rest of the crew,
The
like,
interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
I don't know if, I don't know if they really had, like, anything in mind for someone who was just, like, too hype about, going to off some monarchs. Like, way too hype.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
I don't think they expected a Leroy Jenkins.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Lady Jenkins. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a...
Enter the basement. Let's go. Let's go.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Just lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The door to the basement groans open. Ugh. Ugh. How long will the killing loop go? I don't know, let's find out. Hi, lovely bunny. Hi.
The room below is silent.
I was AFK for a bit. Welcome back, lovely bunny. I am on I am playing a princess killing machine. I killed the princess just as quickly as possible, and then I was like, okay, give me the next one. And narrator was like, I don't have a next one. You sit here and be happy. And I say, no. So I exited that previous world via knife, and here I am, ready to go stab the next princess. We going. We YOLO. We're fucking... We're in it to win it. It's on site.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Fuck it, we ball.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step,
Alright.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
I like that subtle voice bit with the narrator being like, skeletal body. Just that. It was good. It's very good.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
It's
just
and?
like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Aw, Ghost Princess is cute. Ghost Princess is cute! I wish I wasn't on the fuck it we ball, slay every princess run, because I would love to spend more time with Ghost Princess. She's adorable. Damsel Princess was my favorite princess, but Ghost Princess is also my favorite princess.
Ghost!
A ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Monster Girl Pog.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Oh, okay.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your
My
shoulders
orbit?
and down your neck as she circles you.
Right into my eye. Wow.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
This is so good.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again,
Her
if
ghost
we wanted
voice.
to.
Can her ghost voice not make me feel a type of way? Why? What's wrong with her ASMR? Let's play the
After a
princess.
moment's hesitation, You lash out with your blade.
Oh yeah.
It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
That's very good. Wow. Good detail work there.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Consent is important. I'm here to slay princesses. As fast as possible. I need to get my body count up. Yes, queen, set boundaries. Okay, yes, listen, I do agree. I do agree with what you're saying. I hear it. I feel it. Also, I have a score count to pick up, so let's get a move on. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Stop playing the victim. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. Dead, or at least, what do you want from me? Slay the princess harder! There we go!
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment.
She draws in close.
Yes, come closer.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here together.
Her voice is so good in this. I really wish that I could stop and appreciate it better.
All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
Wrath.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Yes.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened, and yet it didn't. We're fine.
Stare at her in
You
silence.
can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed, starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now.
Wow.
If she's making us dead,
She's having
should
such
we
a
do her
real
favor?
one.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
That's for sure.
Soon, killer.
Oh, winky face. Oh yeah, it's mutual.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, but important note. Our organ could be in her hand, as long as it wasn't crushed. She really said winky face. Yeah. Chapter 3. The Wraith.
You're on a path in the wood.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go again.
I sure am.
To slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Uh-huh.
Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's
Oh,
ridiculous. kill us. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
But I'm a princess slayer. My happy ending demands more princesses to slay.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring.
Oh, again.
It was bullshit.
It was bullshit.
So you killed yourself? Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
Okay,
Whatever
sure.
you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't.
Yeah, we will.
Maybe we'll even free her.
We're slaying princesses. That's the goal. Okay, none of this is slaying princesses. Proceed to the cabin.
The path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Enter the cabin. I'm so ready.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
Yeah.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Isn't there a pristine blade, narrator? Come on, do your job.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I mean, there are windows here. Windows with, frames. Or we could, like, smash a window and maybe, like, use some of the wood. Use a chunk of wood as, like, a handle. Makeshift knife. Anyway, approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
I'm being watched? Whoa, what?
We've always been watched.
Yeah.
You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
Yeah, sometimes the feeling is like a 3, sometimes it's a 5, you know.
A feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over.
Cheated is right. We don't need this anticipation. Let's just go slay a
You
princess.
stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Mm-hmm. Wipe the
Feels
mirror.
she's waiting for us right now, just out of sight, on the other side of that glass. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Spook.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Important note there. He couldn't see the mirror either.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Owie.
Icy pain radiates up
Ouch.
from the break, the deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with
It's
the shock,
icy.
collapse. And
It's
you
icy. I need a hot. What? Collapse and you collapse with them. But
You're met with a terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
she's giving me the icy. I need the hot. Does somebody have a hot? I need a hot to put in my icy.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
But you didn't. You didn't let me slay you though.
I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over.
Yeah, that's what a high score count is.
Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse.
Honestly, a lot better. You look stunning. You look fantastic, Slay Queen.
Well, maybe a lot worse. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Well, if that's your plan, then, like, a fucking fine job you did breaking my foot.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
I don't really want that.
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas. I think that's the only one that counts.
That got kind of quiet there, huh? Unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts. Voice of the Cold said. Okay, look, we're even now. I killed you and then you... You need to take my body? That's fine. I actually came here to free you. That'd be quite funny. Anyway, let's struggle.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together.
Owie.
You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you scream. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. Won't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
Yeah, you're sure right.
You remain pinned to the floor of the
Ooh.
hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Yes.
Her torso
Ooh.
stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Wow. He's really getting up close, huh? Oh, dokie dokie.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Rocks fall.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
I never said any such thing.
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
Let me turn the music down just a little bit. As I'm having a hard time hearing the voices over it in this part.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
You messed up doing the thing I told you to? Yeah. Yeah, that's what the narrator's going right now.
You're awake.
Aw.
Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull.
Oh, hey.
Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
You know what?
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall,
Yeah,
desperately leaning into it for support.
All very painful, and it's all very bad. I would have spent more time just like busting my ankle so she absolutely could not get out of here. But now that she is in our body, that gives us a pretty clear, like she is. I think that means that if we murder our body, that means we're murdering the princess, right?
There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
Seems like that would be the way to slay her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
That's one way to do it. Again? Hang on. Okay. Let me see. Is there... Can I change control? No? Okay. No. We just live with this. I just have to try really hard. Maybe I should take my hand off of the mouse.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Oh. Wow. Mutuals. Throw my body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away. Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Yeah, there we go. I don't hate you, I'm just here to slay.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
We're having fun. We're having fun here.
But at least it's ours.
Yeah.
A frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
This is what you wanted.
What he thinks happens now. Oh. And why is that?
You and you and you and you and me. Buddy. Yeah, a little bit.
He's gone. But
Ooh. Whoops, I got a little bit too into it. I need to, Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel a something. A mass. A growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment. Hug. Big hug. But you don't answer her before she's gone. You feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And where's that mirror again? Why is it here? Why now?
Alright, just one moment. It is very intense. I'm having fun here, but that was a ooh, wow. Why is it here? Why now? It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared. Okay, so now I'm coming back out of the slay the princess monster mindset, and I'm rejoining. I'm getting myself back. Okay, yeah. Going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. You don't need to comfort them.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. See you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. So, this is all going to work out. Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. I choose that line every time. It is, I hear that it matters which line you choose. I hear that it does make a difference. From what I understand. The bloat. You've grown. You've grown. I'm getting so many Cheetos. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
You certainly are. Wow. Look at this ideal body. Oh my
Whenever
god.
you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When acts if an invisible wall closes around me. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Wow, there's a lot. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? Okay. Okay. I'm still going to kill you seems very this playthrough. It seems like it seems very this slay the slay mentality that I had, but now now I'm back. I'm back and I have more of my brain. And I want to let's see. You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Such a good take. That's such a good take on it.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
She certainly isn't. I also love the hands moving and the jaw whenever... Yeah. It's so good. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. Okay, yeah. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
So good. I love this so much. This is so good. So done. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You
said
are
that
the
so
only thing
aggressively.
I know that isn't me.
Are you the same being as you were before? What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to make more comments on this. Does that mean the narrator is just another version of you? That is a question, huh? It's a good question.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. Alright, okay. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We
Oh,
will
buddy.
meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods,
Alright.
and at the end of
Okay.
that path is a cabin. And in
Okay. I'm gonna save. I'm going to be right back. Once again, I'm just going to go check on the cat, make sure everything is okay. Shouldn't be terribly long. Okay. Morrigan is going to snuggle the cat for a while. We'll see how that goes. If he gets too distressed, then I might go ahead and end the stream and go and spend some quality time with you, with him, with you, buddy. I'm now talking to Buddy. Just hang in there. We'll spend some quality time real soon. Okay. All right. Okay. I unmuted, right? Okay, good. You're on a path in the woods. At the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. Yes. Okay, here we are.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. We had a couple of runs, that's for sure. I don't think I've started to run with turn around and leave yet, and I think I want to show that off tonight. Let's do that.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
You're on a path in the woods. Nope. I'm just turning right around. Clearly I'm lost. I've forgotten where I am, and I need to go back home. Do you even know where you're going? Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. I do not need to listen to the voice in my head. I'm going to pop off for now. Okay, see you later, lovely bunny. Thank you for stopping by.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Alright. Quietly continue down the
Your
path.
silence is deafening.
The narrator does have a way
Fine.
with words.
You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Is it now? Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure. I need to get home and go to bed.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Oh, this music. Oh, this music is very good.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wow, I have ended up in the wrong neighborhood. I really need to get back home.
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I have never met you, strange man. I'm supposed to go home when it's this hour. I need to go home and take my medication.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Right?
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
I need my cranberries and my radio and my fireplace.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay, whatever you say, strange man. The stranger, yeah, exactly.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This always gets me. It just... Coming back to this, and there's just a wall. It's very Stanley Parable. Oh my gosh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no, it's just such a good... Okay, yep, I'm heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Contrarian!
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
I'm so hyped for Contrarian. Proceed into the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Oh, this is so good. This is such, like, It's what a headache would sound like if it had a voice.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Interesting world. Here is already there. Yeah.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
What's so hard to get about this situation?
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay, but I just want to go home. I just want to go home and drink my tea and take my medications.
And if you're going
and
to
lay
slay
under a
her,
blanket.
you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Yes, indeed.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Wow, such a dad.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Yeah.
What you're seeing here is obviously real.
Very
Just accept
fun.
it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
It's really not. I don't see what's so difficult about walking across a room like this. Like, the floor is fine. This is perfectly fine. There's no reason. There is no skill check that you would need to make to cross a room like this.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just, listen, I just want to go home. Let's just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Oh no. Oh, fuckity-doo. Which one of these goes home?
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Because if you have everything, there is no contrast. There's nothing that you can... There's nothing for you to perceive.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Need to get next time I play this, I need to get like a counter for that.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Hello?
No, thank you.
No, thank you
Don't be
indeed.
such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
So many good ways. Let's take the saw upstairs to the right, I guess.
You step to the right.
Ooh.
The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next.
Okay.
You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
This is exactly what I needed. Thank you so much, staircase.
But the further you go, the deeper
Oh,
you
no.
sink in.
Wait.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely
Oh,
hitting
no.
any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Listen, I need to get home before I do this. I cannot go, I need to... If I sleep, it needs to be at home, and it needs to be in my good, within the bounds of my sanctified marriage at my home, in my sanctified blanket.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Oh goodness.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Yeah, I need to get home before I let this happen. I cannot... Last time I fell asleep outside of home, that was a mess. That was so weird.
You slowly lose
It's starting to
sense
look
of
more and more
yourself
like an
the further you go.
esophagus. You know, I can't disagree with you there.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless, repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
I wonder if these are like the OG sketches before drawing, or if they made this sketchy. If they made these sketchy versions afterward. Before drawing, before the
Consumption
final.
and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as... What?
Oh.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
I was just wondering the same thing. They look like they could have been the concept drawings. They do look like they could have been the concept drawings. It's just that, the only thing is that it would be... I could imagine... It would be kind of, uncommon for a concept drawing to have, like, just those, just the right perspective and proportions, like, from the get-go, and then through the versions there wasn't any, alterations to, like, perspective and proportions and arrangement and, words. Composition. If there wasn't any changes in composition between the first draft and the final draft. But I could see Abby having a very clear end vision and getting that right on the sketches, getting that much right in the sketches the first time through. But it also, I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm so curious. See which way. Consumption and betrayal. Skip. Okay, and then, are you okay? Okay.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement.
All these weird voices in my head.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being honest. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Definitely, definitely normal. Yep. Perfectly normal. Yeah, definitely nothing unusual going on here with this princess. Nothing at all. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and back together. Well, I know you're locked up down here for a reason. You're apparently a threat to the world of us. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange. So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again, it's
Okay.
almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Can we put her back together? I just...
Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew.
Let him stew.
Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's
Really
not
wants
already too
that, huh?
late, you have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now. Oh, and then this is like 3 different options that are all the same option. That's fun. That's fun. There's more of you
Do you
now.
need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade.
Oh, if only I was, if only I could be my princess slaying machine. Delighted to have so many princesses to slay.
Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it.
It's a good way to describe traversing those stairs, going through them.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Princess X2.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Dot multiplication of princess. What's your name? And down here was weird. Gosh, I don't know what this character that I'm playing right now, this old lady that just wants to go home, like, she's just, this is so not a situation that she would have signed up for. What's your name? I guess let's just try to get her out of here and try to leave. And, yeah.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't...
Oh, goodness.
Do you-
Oh,
Witty to say. I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
portal.
falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
This is just like, this is such a good, like, voice acting flex for Nicole. It's so good.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should
Oh.
help her. I think we did this.
Oh,
Surprisingly sincere.
oh goodness. Oh goodness.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
The consequences of my
It's
actions.
a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Please? It's going to be okay. Oh. Oh goodness. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. He's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. You've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
At the end, whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. I'll see you on the other side, it's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Doesn't matter. To go back. What do you think of this vessel? What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
I like how it's, this vessel is plural. I like that. I appreciate that. It's a shape that they cannot hold.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
What it says about me? No, seems it doesn't. I think it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Damn. I've seen so many of these lines before, and yet they still get me. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna call it here. I'm developing a little bit of a headache. So let's see. Save that here. Next stream is tomorrow, around the same time. I think I would like to, continue Slay the Princess. I'd like to finish out this run. So, come right back tomorrow if you want to see what happens. I'm Spinni Spider, she, her. Thank you for watching. Check out my my coffee and my Discord and my YouTube. My Discord is 18+ server. Coffee, I'm using Mystery Corgi's coffee for now. Please send me a donation if you're able and you would like to support me. My VODs are on YouTube, and occasionally I will be posting other things there. Nothing in particular. Thank you for watching, and be kind to yourself. Have a lovely evening.